Welcome to Radio Fixer's channel. Subscribe for upcoming videos.
How to test power transformer. Most of us, when we purchase an old radio, want to plug it in right away to electricity to see if it works or not. I guess that is normal, but I highly suggest not to do that until you test certain parts. Otherwise, you might damage the radio. There are several types of radio design that we need to identify them before choosing the best process to test the power source. There are battery-operated radio, like farm radio. These radios have alligator clips, as you see in these pictures. Then we have AC radios that have power transformer, as you see in these pictures. There are variety of size and shapes are available. Then we have AC and DC radios which do not have power transformer, as you see in this picture. We also have portable radios powered by AC, DC and batteries. But in this video, we will focus on how to test AC power transformers.
I put this drawing together to be able to explain the basic of the AC transformer and how it actually operates. This is the called transformer coil, which is a metal, and then they use the wire like a coil around one section on the primary section, and the secondary winding they have several different coil, depends of the radio. In this example, you see the few turn, which is offer enough voltage to turn on the dial light or pilot light. And the rest of this coil or supply the rest of the electricity that radio need. Depends of the needs of that radio. They might have some type of other section that is being tapped into the certain portion of this coil to be able to offer certain voltage for that portion of the radio. There are two ways that you can test the power transformer. One using multimeter. The second one we're going to discuss later. So let's talk about the first method. I will show you in a schematic how to use a multimeter, set your multimeter on the ohm and be able to test to see all these coils are okay and there is no shortage. Alright? Hopefully this would help you. So this is the schematics that I download, for this radio. Of course, you can download this schematic. There are several places that you can download them, or you can purchase one on flash drive through eBay. Somebody's selling it there. And that's where I bought mine many years ago.
When viewing a schematic, AC power transformer is located close to power cord plug, as you seen in this schematic.
This is where we need to focus on to test the transformer. This transformer, as I mentioned, has a 3 section. This is the first section here that comes from the switch. And this is the second section we're going to focus on right here. And this is the third section. I always highlight the area that I need to test because that makes it much easier. So let's focus in this section of the power transformer. This is where the electrical plug is. Some radios, they have a capacitor here. As you know, in a schematic, if there is a dot, that means that line is connected to it. It means soldered or connected to it. If there is no dot here, it means there is no connection. It just goes directly to this side. So if you look at this picture, this schematic, there is a capacitor here. One side is hooked up to the ground, another hooked up to the line, incoming line. Since this capacitor here, I will put one side of multimeter here because this is a direct connection, and I put the other side of multimeter right here, and the switch is on, is not off, is on, so I can get the good reading. And we'll show you under the chassis, and that's the best way to do. If was no capacitor here, then I put a multimeter, one here, one here. But because again this capacitor, sometimes it's going to give you wrong readings. So these are the two best places for this radio to hook up the multimeter to get the correct reading. The good thing about this schematic, it tells you the ohm reading. Some of them it does not. Alright, so let's look at under the chassis to see what actually the reading is. Alright, what I did, I looked at under the chassis. Of course, power transformer is back there. There is a hole. There are several wires comes out of it. Two of them is connected to the switch itself. So I already hooked it up. As you see, it shows 9.2 ohm. Okay, let me show you how I set this up. Okay, if you look at this drawing that I did here, of course, this is the power transformer. There are several wires comes out of here, as I mentioned earlier, but two of them are hooked up to the switch. One comes right here, the highlighted yellow. You hook up to some type of connection here. Then from here comes to the plug. The other one is from the plug, is hooked up to the other section of this little, like a connection area. Then from here goes to the switch itself. So I hooked up the multimeter one side connected here and here to be able to get the reading. Since we have a capacitor here connected to this side of the power cord, we cannot hook up our multimeter here and here because it's going to give us a wrong reading because of the capacitor. So you need to watch out for those things. First let me show you if I hook up to hear what type of reading we are getting. So if I remove this from here, I hook up to other side of power cord and then turn on the switch. See, giving me the wrong reading. This is 18 meg, which is inaccurate because of this capacitor again, because I connected here and here and it's giving me wrong reading. That's why I cannot use the plug. I have to hook it up to here. So if I move it again back there, right here, now it's giving me a correct reading. Hopefully this makes sense. So it's always is helpful if you draw it here on the paper for yourself and try to figure it out where is the best way to connect to get the correct reading. Now we know that side of the power transformer is fine. Let's move on to the next section. Next, we're going to test this section. These are pilot light, and as you see, the schematic is marked this here 14. So if we look at the bottom of the schematic, you see 14 here. It shows this is a pilot light. This is 6.3 volts. There is two of them there. So again, multimeter going to be connected here to the ground and also this connection here, and the ohm reading should be 0.1. Let me show you on the radio, where those connections are. These are the two pilot light or dial lights, and just one wire came out of each of them. What that tells us, the ground is the chassis itself. So that is where it gets the power as well. So if we trace these two wires down, this hole it went through the chassis. My drawing shows that is a 6J5 tube. So let's look at under the chassis to see where these two wires are connected. Alright, under the chassis I found those two wires are hooked up to this pin right here, and that is pin number 2. As you know, when you look at under the chassis, when you read it, you look at clockwise, this is where the 2 pin is. If I counted, this is pin 2. So there's 2 wires that it comes out of the chassis from pilot light are hooked up right here together. So we hook up the multimeter once here, the other side are hooked up to the ground right here, and it shows us is 0.3 ohm. The schematic it shows 0.1, but 0.3 we are still in good range. Alright, let's move on to the next section. This is the third section. The third section, as you see, it has a metal tab here, right here. But first what we're going to do, we're going to test the entire coil here to see if this is okay. As you see, I put information here. We're going to put a multimeter. This is under the chassis on pin number 3 and number 5. This is where we hook up the multimeter, and the ohm reading should be 330 ohm. Sometimes a little higher, sometimes a little lower, but it should be in that range. Alright, this is to test the entire coil. Okay, I set up the multimeter to pin 3 and pin 5 of rectifier tube. As you see, it shows 346 ohm. So this section also is fine in our power transformer. So now we're going to test the med section of this coil. So if you look at, there is 2 capacitors here, C22, C23, both are connected together, and that's where we're going to hook up our multimeter. And the other side of multimeter, we're going to test number 5 and test number 3, because it does not indicate the plate's pin number here in this schematic. Put this drawing here. As I mentioned earlier, I have a book, or you can check online for each tube to see the schematic for that tube. Sometimes some schematics will actually mark right here which pins are, and sometimes like this schematic, it does not show any pin numbers, anything like that, just they draw. This is mean plate. So if you look at here, this is plate. When I saw this online, this is what number pin 3 and 5 is the plate. So that you hook up multimeter to any of these. Again, since it's not been marked, I have to then put multimeter in both pins to see which one is the med section for, here. We are testing right here. All right. As you see, I highlighted. So we are testing from this point to this point. And these 2 capacitors, if we look at on the schematic, and these are, you see as a schematic, C22 and C23 electrolytic capacitors. They're both installed in one, and that's what it shows right here, schematic. All right, let me show you on the radio where those connections are. Okay, one side of the multimeter is hooked up to the ground side of the electrolytic capacitor, and here hooked up to pin 5, and that is the ohm reading. Now we want to test the bottom portion of this coil right here, which is, you see, I mark it with green and red. So the one multimeter goes right here, this connection. We're not going to move that, we're going to keep it there. Now let's look at the radio and do this test on the radio. Now I'm going to hook it up to pin number 3 to see what the reading is. So now it's hooked up to the pin 3 of rectifier tube, and that one has not moved. That one again is hooked up to the same place that we discussed earlier, and this is the reading. And so that is one of the way you test your power transformer to make sure that is working before you do any other work. Because if that doesn't work, then you need to find a spare or try to repair it. And repairing, you should have a little more experience to do it. Let me share with you the second way testing this. I found this information and this website fills old radios. Here it tells how to check the power transformer. This is going to be quick and fast. If you see, there is about 4 steps. One, of course, is to remove all the tubes. Second thing, he said place a 25 watts or 40 watt tube in the dim bulb tester and plug the radio into the tester. Say a good transformer will cause the lamp to glow dimly after a few moments. If the lamp glows brightly, you have a shortage circuit. If everything works, if that test passes, then you plug in the rectifier tube, then put a 100 watt lamp in the dim bulb tester and try it again. If the rectifier tube lights up and the lamp glows brightly, you have shortage. And of course, if you don't, then you're in good shape, right? And then this is the second way I test this power transformer, and it was a good power transformer.
For additional videos regarding testing AC radio transformer on other radios, feel free to watch Part 1, Repairing Montgomery Ward Teledial, on my YouTube channel, which is a totally different schematic than this video. Hopefully this couple of videos is going to assist you to be able to test your radios that has AC transformer.
We can pursue with the restoration this radio. We know the power transformer is fine, so that's encouraging. Hopefully this would help you. I'll be honest with you, it takes so much time to make these videos, editing, uploading, and make sure there's enough information that it actually makes sense, if you want to follow. At this time, I want to take the opportunity and thank my subscribers with their uplifting comments. You always encourage me to upload more videos, since this is just a hobby of mine. Again, I appreciate you. Enjoy all these videos, and you all have an awesome day. Take care. If you're interested to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified when a new video being uploaded. You have a great day.